Welcome back to the channel. The 2025 Buell Lightning XB12S marks a remarkable return of a cult classic, reviving the raw, unfiltered spirit that once defined American street fighters. In an era increasingly defined by high-tech electronics, lean-sensitive systems, and over-engineered sophistication, Buell doubles down on what made the original Lightning XB12S iconic: pure, visceral performance fused with minimalist aggression. This model is a tribute to the original XB platform introduced in the early 2000s, but with refinements that reflect 2 decades of evolution while maintaining the rebellious soul that Buell riders have always admired. At first glance, the 2025 XB12S retains its instantly recognizable silhouette, compact, muscular, and unmistakably Buell. The frame, still a signature aluminum twin-spar unit that doubles as the fuel tank, remains at the core of its design philosophy. This not only reduces weight but also lowers the center of gravity, giving the Lightning its razor-sharp handling dynamics. Buell has worked meticulously on updating the geometry while keeping the Streetfighter stance aggressive yet approachable. The bike feels tightly coiled, ready to explode into motion with a slight twist of the throttle. Powering the 2025 Lightning XB12S is an updated 1,190 cubic centimeters V-twin engine, a direct evolution of the 1,203 cubic centimeters Thunderstorm engine used in earlier models. It retains the torque-rich character that made the original XB12S a wheelie-happy brute, but with modern refinements for improved efficiency and reliability. The new engine churns out a claimed 112 horsepower and a monstrous 100 pound-foot of torque, delivered low in the rev range. It's not about top-end rush here, it's about brutal, instantaneous grunt that shoves you forward with every twist of the wrist. Buell has also made refinements to the cooling system, moving away from the exclusively air-cooled approach and integrating a more effective oil cooling system that maintains performance even under prolonged urban abuse or aggressive riding. One of the defining traits of the Buell Lightning has always been its handling, and the 2025 model continues to impress in this area. Buell's unconventional design philosophy, such as the rim-mounted brake rotor and underslung exhaust, are not just for show, they genuinely impact the dynamics. The massive perimeter front brake, combined with a 6-piston caliper, delivers exceptional stopping power with reduced unsprung weight, improving feedback and control. The exhaust system, tucked underneath the engine, contributes to centralizing mass, giving the XB12S a nimble, flickable feel through corners. Add to that the fully adjustable Showa suspension on both ends, and you get a ride that's as capable on winding canyon roads as it is navigating urban chaos. Electronics remain minimal by design. In an age where ride modes, traction control, and electronic aids dominate the landscape, the Buell Lightning XB12S takes a more analog approach. There's ABS, of course, mandatory by today's standards, but Buell has kept the riding experience raw and engaging. There are no selectable modes, no traction nanny intervening mid-corner. It's just the rider, the throttle, and the road. This purist approach will undoubtedly appeal to experienced riders seeking an authentic connection to their machine. The updated instrument cluster does provide essential information through a compact TFT display, offering crisp visibility without overcomplicating the interface. Ergonomically, the 2025 Lightning XB12S strikes a careful balance between comfort and aggression. The handlebar is wide and flat, giving excellent leverage in traffic and through twisties. Foot pegs are slightly rear-set, promoting a sporty posture without becoming too cramped. The seat, though minimalist in appearance, offers decent padding for short to mid-range rides. Buell has made subtle tweaks to the subframe and seat design to accommodate a broader range of rider sizes, improving comfort over the earlier generation. Despite its raw performance edge, the XB12S is surprisingly manageable for daily commuting, thanks to its predictable throttle response and narrow chassis. Design-wise, Buell has maintained the stripped-down, industrial aesthetic that made the Lightning stand out. The exposed frame, muscular tank lines, and minimal bodywork exude a mechanical honesty. The new LED lighting system brings the bike up to date visually, with a mean-looking headlamp that cuts a distinctive figure in traffic. Color options for 2025 include a matte black scheme, a fiery red, and a limited edition silver with blue frame highlights, a nod to Buell's racing heritage. Each paint job enhances the aggressive lines without drowning the bike in unnecessary flash. It's loud without being gaudy, bold without being brash. Maintenance and ownership costs are another area where the 2025 Lightning XB12S shines. Buell has emphasized durability and ease of maintenance. The belt drive system remains, eliminating the mess and hassle of chain upkeep while delivering smooth, efficient power transfer. Service intervals have been extended thanks to modernized engine internals, and access to components is straightforward, making the bike relatively friendly to DIY riders. It's a machine that respects both your riding passion and your wallet. Buell as a brand has undergone a renaissance in recent years, and the 2025 Lightning XB12S is symbolic of that resurgence. This is not just a nostalgic revival. It's a statement of intent. Buell is reminding the world that there is still a place for motorcycles built with soul, with character, with imperfections that endear rather than frustrate. The XB12S doesn't aim to win spec sheet battles. It aims to win hearts with every ride, every corner, every red light drag race where its thunderous V-twin barks with authority. For seasoned riders who grew up admiring the Buell brand, this is an invitation to reconnect with a piece of motorcycling history reimagined for the modern era. For newcomers, it's an opportunity to experience what a Streetfighter truly feels like when it's stripped of digital filters and allowed to express its mechanical heartbeat. The Lightning XB12S is a defiant middle finger to the homogenization of motorcycles. It reminds us that not every bike needs to be polite. Some need to roar. Even in terms of market position, the 2025 XB12S doesn't play by the usual rules. It's not trying to compete directly with high-revving inline fours from Japan or the electronically laden European nakeds. Instead, it carves out its own lane, a visceral, torquey, American-made naked that speaks to riders looking for something different, something bold. Buell's return to this segment is a breath of fresh air for those who miss the thrill of raw mechanical connection. It's not the most powerful or the most technologically advanced, but it may very well be the most soulful machine you'll ride this year. The 2025 Buell Lightning XB12S stands tall not just as a motorcycle, but as a philosophy. In a world where motorcycles are becoming increasingly sanitized, it reminds us of the joy that comes from simplicity, from character, from feeling every vibration, every mechanical pulse beneath you. It doesn't just take you places, it makes you feel alive while getting there. It may not be for everyone, but for those who crave authenticity, it might just be perfect. Would you like a similar script for another Buell model or a competitor bike?